Immediately our heart sank. My mind just kind of went all over the place wondering, what am I looking at, almost as if it wasn't real.
Give me a little bit of background on your church.
Our church was established back in the late 1940s and just kind of been in existence there and served that community over there for all of these years. And I've been the pastor there for the past 18 years. And so we are a church that has a bus ministry, goes out into the community and brings children to church, and Sunday school programs and various ministries. And so we've just been there ministering to our community for all these years.
And you say there, where is there?
There is over off of Longview Avenue, which is 2 miles from this location exactly, 2 miles. And so we had the opportunity to sell that property and receive this land in the sale so that we could kind of hopefully have more growth. We've experienced some growth and wanting to continue to grow because of the light industrial area that is and other construction that's going on. We feel like it's just kind of, it's kind of off the beaten path. It's not really part of an area where folks would like to come to. And so this door opened up for us to purchase this property, and in doing so we bought this building. And so we bought this building from a reputable company. It was delivered out here probably about a year ago, and we stacked it out here, and it's been safe ever since. And my wife and I came to the property this past Saturday. We got fitted. We're out visiting, trying to encourage folks for church and invite people. And so we came by here for prayer and realized the chain had been cut. And of course, that we knew then that's not good. That means somebody's come on the property for whatever reason. Sometimes we have illegal dumping, and so but the chain being up there has kind of stopped that. But when it was cut, we were fearing the worst, really not knowing, and I saw at a distance that this door was open on this box, and so thought, oh man, now what's happened? And then when we drove to about maybe where our vehicles are now, it didn't take long to realize all this was cleared out.
Was that a gut punch?
Oh, absolutely. Immediately our heart sank. My mind just kind of went all over the place wondering, what am I looking at, almost as if it wasn't real. It was a gut punch. It was a gut punch.
So we'll talk about all that in just a second, but back to this property. You got this property in a sale. What about this property was appealing to you?
The location. Without the growth here, with the trees and the brush and stuff, you can see housetops all around this property. And so that to us was so appealing to be able to have these communities right here in our, right along our properties, that we could reach out and invite people and just kind of become a community church for everyone in this area. And then the continuing growth. If you go in either directions, they're building neighborhoods or hundreds of homes. And so, yeah, it was just the potential of what could be done here.
So you said they brought all this stuff out about a year ago. Were you not concerned about this stuff being highly valuable, being out here for that long?
Yes and no. There's no way in the world that you would think someone would steal a building because of all that would be involved. We did lock up these buildings. We've locked up this one here. We had a chain over there. And so we kind of felt like we were somewhat secure, and again, just had no idea that someone would take that. I mean, because you can't do it without big equipment, and the courage or the guts or the audacity to come onto a property and do that is just, it's unreal.
Because you showed me pictures. I mean, hauling this stuff in here was extensive amounts of work, right?
Yes.
I mean, describe what you were seeing as these massive trucks were coming.
We had 3 18-wheelers that unloaded, that was unloaded here on this property. One 18-wheeler had I think there were upwards of 60 rolls of insulation that was stored in this Connex box, this container. And then 2 18-wheelers that were stacked, 13, 14 feet high, of the iron and the boxes of bolts and cables and all the things that would connect it together, as well as all the siding material. The building was a 75 feet by 125 feet with 20-foot walls on it. So it was a very big building.
So what was this going to look like?
The building was going to be established kind of along this fence line, about 40 foot off of that fence line, that tree line, and kind of faced toward the east. We had a parking lot that was going to come in about halfway down the property, and so cleaned up, a church building there, parking lot there, and able to minister all, for our children to have a place to play and be safe, and just be established here. We were going to have an auditorium, we were going to have Sunday school spaces, fellowship hall, half-court basketball court for our children to be able to enjoy, and just, it was such an exciting thing to look forward to.
So this was going to be a two-story
Yes.
kind of layout. You guys were making it a church. Could it have also been used as someone's house?
It would be an awful big house. Yeah. That's not likely,
Okay.
but anything is possible. You got the structure to do whatever you want to do. Yeah. And people today are building homes out of metal, barn-dominiums they call them, and they're doing that a lot.
Right. So you come in, you see all of this stuff is missing. Where does that put you guys at?
That sets us back tremendously. I mean, tremendously. We scrapped and saved. I mean, we had children's programs, giving their gifts in their Sunday school classes, and some of our elderly, kind of even those that were on a fixed income, being willing to do something because they had the vision, they were excited about it. Of course, married families looking forward to a place for their children to grow up and to create new memories and become their church for generations to come. All of that it's much more than just a building. It is our future vision for this community and our families.
So you're estimating what was stolen was how much?
Over $200,000.
Over $200,000. In addition to that, you said that you've already spent $250,000 or so to try and get this plot ready to go.
Yes. We have submitted to the city just under $270,000 to pay for the infrastructure that has to be brought to this property, and that's the only reason why the building had been sitting here for that time. If it wasn't for the time restraints there, then it's most likely we would already have this up.
So what's going to happen? You mentioned the sale and the goal, obviously, of being here. Was there a timeline constraint with that other property that you guys are at, or are you able to stay there for the time being?
We've agreed with the owner of the property that we're at, that we sold to be able to stay there for another year and possibly more. So that was our agreement. So we're good for that, and that began in June. So we've got some time, but we're going to have to raise the funds now to purchase another building to be erected. So
And you're thinking you got a good deal, so you're thinking things are not going to be, it's going to be more than that.
That's correct.
So what are you hoping for? Obviously you want to shine some light on this crime, but what do you guys hope happens?
We hope that again, that we bring these perpetrators to justice, so that, number one, they don't do it again to someone else. Obviously, if there are buildings laid on the ground prepared to be put up all over the place, to have a group of people to come in and take it and see it as productive and successful at it, that needs to be stopped. But maybe if there's someone who saw something that we can, someone saw something, possibly a private investigator that may want to take this on as a project for them. Maybe someone to realize our plight and feel like, maybe I can help and be a part of that somehow. Then all of this, I think, is good and productive for our ministry and for the work that we're involved with.
You said this would have taken a lot of people, a lot of equipment to move. Do you think it's someone who knew that it was out here? I mean, where does your mind go?
Yes. obviously they knew it was here to begin with, so I don't know. The neighborhood's here. You don't know. You don't know. Someone knew it was here, obviously, and then from there they found someone who's willing to purchase this, and from there then organize the coming and getting it. So yeah, we are offering a $1,000 reward that may lead to getting our building back. That would be awesome. And I encourage folks, if I may, somehow just if they can remember, because you got to think this material had to be stacked correctly. So I'm thinking someone may have saw a truck that was loaded down with building material that just really looked unsafe. It didn't look organized. It looked like it was done in a hurry. And so maybe someone saw something, and that might help us to pinpoint a time frame, a direction, and get an idea of maybe which way we are to go.